Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Milk and Pat, and I just like having these little talks in the web about things. What you doing, parents? You gonna say hi? Is the mama doing a video? Yes, I'm doing a video. You look like zombie dog. You gonna come say hi? Not in the mood. Are you in the mood? Oh, he's not in the mood. Been in the mood. Been in the mood. Been in the mood, Margie. Do a video, Margie. If you want to be a star, Margie. Then you're already a shiny star. Today's a good day. Feel pretty good about things. Yeah. Let's see. Nothing for any particular reason. It is a sunny day. It's cloudy. The clouds were pretty rad when I freaking went and did laundry earlier, and I had to drive up to Kaiser and went up. It was like 11:30. I'm like, well, I'm always game to see if what In-N-Out Burger's doing because they opened one up there a freaking weeks back, or a couple months right before Christmas. So it's been a couple months, and pull up. Nope. Because I just won't do it. Because I know me, you know? And it's both freaking to go, both, they have a pretty good system and it moves pretty quick, but I don't have patience for that, you know? I mean, I'll wait for some things, and it was a holiday. I guess it's not my President's Day. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, dude, I got one red light all the way to Kaiser. I was pretty freaking cool. Yeah, it's a good day. Yeah. You know. Um, and sorry, Benzos. I apologetic. Didn't mean to put my pit in your face, buds. Didn't mean to, buddy. So and then it was pleasant. I mean, it wasn't warm enough to remind you that spring ain't here yet. We got a few weeks down the road or down the pike yet, but today was a nice pleasant reminder that the spring will still spring. It will still be sprung. It's still coming. It's still coming, and I guess it's supposed to be kind of chilly tonight. I don't know. It don't really matter to me. Anyway, what was I thinking about? I had a nice meditate state. Did about an hour and 15 minutes today. It was very, very blissful. I got to bliss out. I did. Um, and That's my time to just check out. My spirit just kind of ventures out and checks into different dimensions and gets a higher perspective of how I'm conducting myself here during 3D, here on 3D. There's a lot of us trying to raise this planet up to 5D. Whether I'll see it happen in its entirety as I'd like to see it, the jury's still out. I'm 45, 46, and man, as fast as things are changing. I was talking to my father figure, Mr. Iski, today, and I was like, man, time goes. I leave the house like twice a week, like Mondays and Thursdays, sometimes Friday. You know what I mean? And it's like, and still the days go by so fast. And we get up early, like 7. To me, well, not as early as I used to, and I'm up until I've been going to bed about 9:30, shutting everything down about 9:30. Mom goes to bed much earlier than that, but still, time as it has been understood before is changing because more people are starting to understand it in a different way, and the more people focus on something, the greater it becomes the reality of more and more people. That's how collective consciousness works. It's what makes things popular. When people are drawn to it, it's for artists, it's for musicians, musical artists, it's for tubers, it's for, it's what you have been in alignment with what your frame of reference is, what you're drawn to. That's why so many people are into sports. That's why so many people are into freaking stocks. That's why so many people, of the same variety and vibrational frequency are into things like politics, and what we're finding out, so I was going to call this video Not My President's Days, is that there aren't political parties. It's all a game. You can call it whatever you want, Dems, GOP, you can put colors on it, blue, red, but it's none of those things. It's just a vibrational frequency of very egotistical human beings that are just here to serve themselves and at the end of their lives thinking, that they're going to look back and say, look what I did, and what they're going to be shown is, look at what you didn't do. And oh man, that's their own personal hell to pay, you know. That's why I freaking can't stand guilt and regret to the point that I would rather hang out with mom than to change my life in a way to make myself comfortable so I could go out and make a bunch of money and put my money in a 401k and stock options and do this and do that rat race, in your face, ego BS. Nope, everybody lies to everybody and just playing this nonsense game. You know, I could do that. But the stress of the guilt and the remorse that I would have, always wondering if she's being taken care of and if she's okay and things like that, it's not worth the payoff. And that's why people get freaking cancer and get sick, is because they're living lives in a way to feed the things that they want to buy, or their spouses, you know, that they think they need to buy for their spouses to keep them interested, because, you know, everything's the same in the bedroom and it has been for years and years, so that's gone away, and you don't want them to leave you, so you just got to keep buying them stuff, so you got to live. And so all these people are living outside their means to make all these people money with happy, and they're shorting out and they're getting cancer and they're getting impotent, you know, they can't perform, you know. I mean, and you look at the freaking health. I look at, you know, I'm so tired of seeing these bully cops on the freaking interwebs and on the news, and they're freaking all fat. They're all grossly obese, and it's not all the gear they have on. No, they are sloppy obese. And the thing of it is, and this isn't even like a slam, fat shame, anything like that, is I've been fat, okay? And I know how awful I felt about myself. And when people feel bad about yourself, and when you're not real, you know, bright anyway, and you're just always just used to just doing what you're told and listening to your supervisor and doing this and that and cutting and pasting your reports and just, you know, living your life as a robot, then that creates dissonance. And I'm tired of seeing these in a human being, and then they take it on 15-year-old boys, you know, that are autistic and stuff like that, and they're getting beat up, and it's just all this lack of emotional control. And I would like to see a world where every first responder has to do some sort of mandatory meditation, be quiet. And if you can't sit there and be still for an hour, then I doubt that you're going to be able to hold your composure in the field when it comes down to it, you know. And, you know, they made more first responders meditate. It's better for them too. It's healthier for them too, you know, to deal with the traumatic stresses that they experiences on a daily basis. So everyone wins. You know, they need to, the world, I'm tired of the freaking people talking about it. People need to add more of a holistic approach into every area of the world, you know, and it's cool. There's some of the cool things about Oregon. I don't really like Oregon much because they're really freaking superficial here, freaking shallow. They splash around the shallow end. It's all for show here, bells and whistles, and they spend so much money on freaking painting lines in the street. They paint the lines in their street like every 2 weeks. It's absurd. But out on the country roads where they need it, they don't. It's just, but so I'm ready for the world to go back into that holistic approach, you know, but on a positive note, there are schools that have gardens that are teaching kids how to grow plants and things like that, and that's how it should be. You know, I mean, but when my ancestors started, that's how it was. That's what you did. You just worked at home all day and you learned how to support your community, and then this freaking the colonies are coming. The colonists are coming. And then they came over and said, "No, well, let's take you out of, you know, learning how to live and work your land to learn a bunch of bullshit that we want you to know that isn't true anyway, so that you'll be more sophisticated, cut your hair and all that, and that make you civilized, right?" and it's all that control and all that stuff that has been happening for years. And now freaking I saw that the Plymouth Rock got freaking vandalized today. Yeah, I saw that. That was kind of interesting. I don't know. Places are places. I don't know. I don't get personally attached to things and objects because we're just spirits having a human experience. You can't take it with you. And the last time I got attached to an inanimate object, or a freaking, I had a 2003 Hyundai Sonata. I called it my poor man's Jag, and a freaking kid came up and nailed me from behind, and it like the back bumper was like 8 inches out from my back window. That's what they're made to give, you know, like a can. They're made to absorb the impact. But it was a total loss, and I was sad. And I was like, I'll never be sad about a car again. I had a Ford Taurus, as SNL said, circa 2006 or whatever. Ford Taurus, just signing that you're in your 30s and your life is over. But that car freaking mobbed, man. That car would freaking go through 18-inch snowdrifts better than... It was like a little bullet. I freaking dug that car. I put like 200,000 miles on that car. It's a good car. Anyway, years later, that was the first car I ever paid off. Yeah, that was cool. So, and then the last one I almost paid off. It got anyway. So I'm going off on a tangent. So the point is, the world is starting to wake up that, you know, wait a minute, there's more of us than them, and they're wasting a lot of money, and things really need to change. And I just keep watching the astrology, and I know now that Mercury retrogrades in full swing, and I know it's just, you know, I ain't doing nothing for freaking till the 9th, and except hanging out with Mom, and maybe the weather start getting nicer, we'll go for more walks, take some pictures and whatnot. So anyway, that's all I got for now. Hope you have a rad evening. Peace.